Let's do it. The June 3rd, 2025 meeting of the West Haven ARPA Committee will now come to order. Will each member, paid professional and city official, please state your name for the record. Ken Carney.
David Grover, permit Torrance, Sandock, and Hennessy, counsel to the committee.
Glenn Knowles.
Chris Barstein. Mike Glass. Ken Ferris.
Gary Pardo.
Rohan Smith.
The packet has the agenda on pages 1 through 4. Are there any proposed changes to the agenda? If none, the agenda stands. Next, we go to the minutes. They start on page 5. I'm going to ask for a motion to waive the reading of the minutes for April 1st. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes as written for the April 1st regular meeting of the ARPA Committee? Okay, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we got Chairman's Report, General Update. We have some good things going on. The NX Garage at Allentown is finally done. We're down to punch list. That gives them some much-needed space for their vehicles. The Painter Park courts, the concrete has been poured. The fencing is up, and they'll be doing painting, and we're looking at a grand opening sometime after June 20th. Okay? Both firehouses in West Shore, the Benham Hill Firehouse, that job is down to a punch list. And we have a pre-construction meeting for Ocean Avenue for next week, which is the bigger part of that job. So those are some of the bigger, the larger things that are happening. Let's go to page 10. You have your tracker. And I made it large, so if you have any questions, feel free to ask. And starting with invoices, go to page 11. I have an invoice from UHY for $4,025, page 11 and 12. Do I have a motion to accept?
Motion to accept.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, go to page 13. We have our friends at Carmody, $2,891. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
Okay, that'll be Chris for the second. That's Mike on the first. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Child Development Center roof. I'm going to remind our attorneys to contact these guys to close the job out. The punch list is done. Our warranty paperwork has not been submitted. We still owe them money, and they have disappeared. Okay. Next, we go to Parks Fund. Go to page 16 in your packet. We have a new gate at Pagel School for $17.25 from Franks and Fence. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, second will be Gary. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, on page 18, I have Veterans Memorial Expansion Project. This is a design invoice. No, this one is, no, this is the milestone construction approved by Westcott and Mapes. So cross out Westcott Mapes and put Miles. My apologies. And that's for $14,242.40. Do I have a motion to approve? Okay, do I have a second?
Who's the first?
I'm going to give it to Chris. Second, Gary. Any discussion? All in favor? Good.
Just point out, there's a waiver of mechanical lien and release, and it says to be paid by the city of Middletown, Connecticut.
Okay, release. Construction. What, Middletown, I see it. Okay. I'll make that change. Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we go to page 22. Here we have Shelley Brothers. Give me 1 second on this one. This is the granite. I think this may be part of the 14,000. I don't see it in there. $513. So that's not my handwriting on Shelley Brothers, and I don't think we're gonna approve this one tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Ernie. This is correct. This is a separate project. It's not part of Miles Construction. That's why I'm confused. And Ernie did approve this. So I have on page 22 through 25, we have a memorial, and it came to 9417. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
That'd be Ken. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Go to page 26. I have another monument. This one is for $3,292. Do I have a motion to approve? Do I have a second? Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, go to page 29. Here I have a sign at Pagels for $2,357.25 from Signlight. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Okay, we'll give it to Mike, followed by Gary. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Go to page 31. Here I have a power washing bill for the Painter Park Playground for $1,203 from Kept Companies. Do I have a motion to approve?
I'm making a motion to approve.
That's Rohan. Do I have a second?
Second.
That'd be Ken. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, I have power washing Painter Park bleachers, which I actually requested. There was mold growing on those bleachers. 1553, that's Kept Companies, page 33 and 34. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
That'd be Mike. Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, next we go to page 35. Here we have a contract for a mini golf for Morris Park. If you go to page 39 and page 40, it gives you a layout of where it's going. It's an 18-hole course that will have fountains and monuments and things that come with miniature golf.
Do they have a windmill and a pond fountain?
I think it actually does. So, this is the second version of the contract. The first was presented to me last week. It was not acceptable. I went through it, proposal, and I've made a bunch of changes. And now that this is before Carmody for an actual contract, that's being done right now. This is being funded through the youth program and parks from ARPA, up to $300,000. The balance is being funded through LoCIP and CDA money. And the deposit will come from LoCIP and CDA, because I said we're not giving a deposit on this one. All right? So I'd like you to review this contract, ask any questions you have, and I'll ask for a motion in just a moment.
Do you know what, is it taking over one of the old fields that they're not using?
If you look at the picture on page 39, it looks like it's missing the field.
Looks like it's right off the parking lot.
Yeah.
And,
And,
right field line.
Now, is there a fence around this or security?
My understanding, there's a fence, yes.
Okay.
Where is this?
Morris Park,
Park.
Beach Avenue, Beach Street.
And who's gonna run it? The city's gonna?
I've heard that they may sub it out to a private entity, but I haven't heard any details for operations.
Nice idea.
Yep, I think it's good. Okay. Can I have a motion to approve the contract?
We need something like this in West Haven.
Motion to approve.
For the mini golf club from New England Recreation. That's Mike. Do you have a second?
I'll second
I'll
it.
second.
I'm gonna give both you guys a free 18-hole pass.
There you go.
Let Rohan second that. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay. Next, we go to page 41. Here we have Vertical Church, 41 through 42. We have vetted them very carefully. Their packet is bigger than this packet. I just took out the important pages. They have a legitimate invoice for $11,245.01 as a reimbursement. Do you have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, next, stormwater management. We go to page 43. And here I have SLR Consulting Firm, page 43 and 44, 3,700. Do we have a motion to approve?
And what's the forecast?
There's an engineering study going on for flooding being funded through ARPA. This is one of their progress payments. The total PO can be found on page
Well,
44.
that was, the total PO is like 47.7, I guess?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, we've paid these before.
Yeah, this is for work that's already been done.
What's being done as they
Okay.
bills out once a month.
Okay. I'll make a motion to approve.
Then Rohan, any second?
Second.
Mike, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, you got Cerulli. What I did is I included some pictures. Take a second, start on page 46, that's the before. Go to page 47, that's the after. Next, go to page 49, that's the before. Go to page 50, that's the after. Next, go to page 52, that's the before. 53 is after. Go to page 55, that's the before. Go to 56 after. So, there's many more pictures, and they cover every single catch basins done. In previous months, we've seen catch basins that were only on paper, they couldn't find them because it was covered in sod and grass and everything else. So we're seeing a great benefit throughout the city as these catch basins get replaced and the flooding starts to go down. Okay? So I have three invoices. I have one for Cerulli, all for Cerulli, $85.05, $15,795, $15,540, and $31,080. Do you have a motion to approve all the invoices? Do you have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
I just have one question.
Yes.
Who is gonna ensure that these are being upkept?
Not us.
I know, because, I mean, I guess my question is, if we just had to replace all of these or pay to clean up all of these, somebody should be making sure that these are being,
So to answer your question, all of these have been mapped and are on a computer now. So they don't have to remember where they are. They go to the computer and they're able to check off the maintenance of it.
okay.
And that was the big issue. They would actually lose catch basins. A homeowner want to extend his yard, covers a catch basin, you wouldn't know it. So with the computer, that these are all mapped now, that'll be a lot easier. Okay?
I just want to make sure you know that.
Yep, that's important. All right, next, go to page 57. This is broadband library navigator system. I have an invoice 57 through 83. If that doesn't make you happy, Chris?
So
page
moved.
83. Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, City Hall windows, we're waiting for actually one set of doors. That is the door that gets replaced servicing the UI room with all the mechanicals. The UI is not being cooperative in opening that door and letting us replace it, but we're working on it. Other than that, I've heard nothing but great things on the windows in City Hall and the difference it's made on the indoor air quality and the conditioning of City Hall. Next, I go to Allentown Fire District. All right, so we have an unusual situation on page 84. So, Forge and Fire Company is building a custom roof structure on a trailer that is built for our firemen to cut through the roof and put out the fire. And it's reused many, many times, but it's a custom build. They will not start this job without a deposit. And I've been arguing with these guys for a month. So the deal we cut is I asked them for references of other cities, which they provided, and I called those cities and I got thumbs up. Everything was good. Go to page 88 and you'll see the structure. So I'm gonna ask the committee for an unusual motion to approve, not a reimbursement, but an actual deposit of $23,900 for Forge and Fire Company. Do I have a motion?
Motion.
Okay, do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay. And as far as discussion, go to page 90. These are the other contacts for references. Any other discussion?
They have done work with these, individuals before, these,
I called these towns, yeah.
these towns, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, next we go to page 96, and this will be coastal materials for $420. That is a testing lab. Do you have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, from there we go to report on Center District. The house has closed and Center officially owns the house behind me. So that was good. West Shore I mentioned earlier, and I do have a couple invoices for West Shore. On page 97, I have a payment application 2 from Diversity, $78,923.64. That spans through page 100. Give a motion to approve. Diversity for West Shore. Who's got it?
I'll make a motion.
Give a second.
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, and that's for the Benham Hill sleeping quarters. Next, I go to utility communications on page 101. This is a upgrade on the PA system. They're currently under contract with utility communications, so this is an add-on to their existing contract for $2666, $2,666. Do you have a motion to approve?
Motion.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Okay, that'll be Dwight. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we go to Painter Park Tennis Courts. This is a big one. 102. So we're looking for an invoice totaling approval $661,600. And that leaves about 60 grand left on his contract, but all his major work is done with the exception of painting. Do you have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, we have a change order for Hinding for Painter Park in the tune of $27,392, pages 103 through 114. Do you have a motion to approve?
27,293.
Yes, $27,392.
For Painter Park.
Correct.
Because I don't know if you total 28,114, but this is for FD training.
No, that's the wrong one. Go to page 103.
I'll make a motion.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Second, Kemp? Any discussion?
Yeah, just one quick question. Why wasn't this stuff included in the main bid? Was this something they found because of site conditions, or?
Let's go through it. All right, so, number one, the $5,550, they created a trail to access the tennis courts.
All right, so it's an extra.
Well, no, they created a trail with their
Yep.
cars, and it became apparent that this would be a nice space for kids as a playscape. So we asked them to pave the trail 10 feet wide, put a road in, and put big rocks at the bottom of the road so people couldn't drive on it. So now what happens is when you pull up, you have a paved walkway to get to the courts, but more importantly, the kids can be doing chalk games and things like that for camp. It worked out to be a nice area, so we approved that. Next, they included a 265-foot curtain drain on the east side of the courts. The goal was to drop one court down 3 feet and bring another court up 3 feet. And until they dug, they didn't know how that was gonna work out. And it worked out that they had to put a drain on the west side. So we got that in there. And these were all negotiated. This was much higher, by the way. This was, he didn't actually talk to me for a week after this, because I got him down like 10 grand. And then grade level and spread soil and hydro seed. So once that drain went in, there's a drop off to the 2 courts that we did not work on. And it's a little hill, and to stabilize the hill, we hydro seeded. And then you got mobilization. So that's what came together. Any questions? Okay.
Good, thank you.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, go to page 115. Here we have training for West Shore. We have 2 invoices, both are for $14,112. There is money put aside for that. And this is a reimbursement. They've already paid their guys. Do I have a motion to approve these 2 invoices?
So
Motion
moved.
to approve.
Do I have a second?
Who was that?
West Shore. That was Rohan, followed by Chris. Will be the second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, next, we move on to page 117. White Owl Construction did a nice job for us over at Haley School. This is his retention, his holdback. 3375.60, pages 117 and 118. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, moving on, I've got electrical breakers. I don't have an update on Noble Community Center on the electrical main breaker. Bleacher repairs at Veterans Field. Finally got an invoice from these guys, page 119 through 123. Mike, did you see the work there?
I have not.
Really? I'm surprised. So the work is done. It was inspected by the building department. I was there every day they were working. They did more than what was in the contract. Dan Clayton, $87,500. Do I have a motion to approve?
Motion to approve.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Ken, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. I have nothing for community health. I have nothing, I have one thing for the arts. I have a $2,100 invoice on page 124. This comes out of the arts. And this is a mural, I believe.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh, traffic box.
Yeah.
Traffic, yep. Do I have a motion to approve?
Either of those decorative boxes that they're painting?
Yeah.
So it's 50% of one box?
It's 50% of a payment, I think. And I think it's more than one box.
Just curious.
Yep. Do we have a motion to approve this? I lost track.
I make a motion.
Okay, do we have a second?
Second.
Second, Dwight. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, next, we go to the lease at Campbell Commons. So we keep rejecting their invoices because they're wrong. The invoices have been redone. And hold on one second. I'm skipping around a little bit. We'll go to page 127. This is the balance of their total due, including monthly rent, security deposit, and the prorated lease starting middle of the month. So if we approve 2696.77, that'll make our funding whole for this project until the next quarter. Do you have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Any discussion?
What's this for again, Ken?
This is the warming cooling center on Campbell Avenue. So we approved, you look at the red language here, verbiage, invoice 2 was originally approved in April in the amount of 15.2. This approval is only for the difference of 2696.77 for the December 24 prorated lease. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right, we gotta go back up to mini golf. We're approving 150 to come out of the youth program for the mini golf. Do you have a motion to approve? That's a contract we approved earlier. It's two buckets of
Correct,
funding,
yeah.
yeah.
In the motion, 150,000 is coming out of ARPA funds.
No, 300.
300.
150 is coming out of the youth programs,
Yep,
and 150 is coming out of parks.
okay. And then there was some more that was. coming out of
CDA
LoSAP?
and LoSiP, not us.
Okay, so that's not included.
No.
Okay.
Do you have a motion to approve the 150?
350, I think it
I think it's 300. I think it might be a
is.
mistake.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll find out. Do you have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. All right. Where are we?
New business?
Let's go to page 128. This is Antonazzi. This is for the West Shore Fire District. This is part of his design, $3,807.50. Do you have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Next, go to page 129. All right, so I've got UHY has been working with the city outside of the ARPA committee on the monthly reports to the feds, which is something we don't do. So I had Dave Taylor approve this invoice for $10,062.50. Do you have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Okay, do you have a second?
Second.
Okay, any discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Now we're ready for new business, my friend. All
So
right.
those are not in business?
I thought that was interesting.
Is that new business?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have more new business for you. All right, hold on. What's this
I
thing?
will state that there wasn't a signing document.
Right, I will prepare,
For the final two invoices.
right, with the committee's approval, I will prepare approval forms for the Antonazzi 3807 payment and the UHY 10062 payment.
Okay, so this is Splash Fire. These guys were held up on their requirements for their federal number, their insurance, their license, so on and so forth. That was all finally met. This is a $30,000 invoice and a $24,000 invoice, both of which benefit the 3 fire stations. Do we have a motion to approve these 2 invoices?
So these are across all 3 of those
Correct.
projects. Should I divvy it up? Well, I'll list them.
Yeah. Do we have a motion?
I'll make a motion, but I have a question.
Yep, okay, do we have a second? Somebody give me a second, we'll go to discussion.
Second.
Second, let's discussion.
Yeah, now is this ongoing training? It looks like there's training
So,
for
so the last one was,
$54,000.
yes, the last one was an actual structure that was built that stays with the firehouse. This is a different company, with a different trailer and additional training.
So this is for
All 3 firehouses.
8 training sessions in total.
I believe you're correct.
All right, that's what I was looking for. I didn't see it.
Sounds like some good training.
It's not very detailed.
28 students.
There is a detailed contract that we approved months ago. I don't have it in front of me, but this is just the invoice.
I trust you, Mr. Chairman.
I trust you, my friend. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Does any member have any other new business to discuss? Nothing? Okay. Motion to adjourn, please.
So moved.
Do I have a second? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Motion carried. Have a great night. See you next month. Thank you.